Oh yes, sir. We are back. Six. Do you remember growing up when we used to have to go get a girl's number? We used to have to
Yep.
roll up on them and talk to them, whether they was at Wendy's, McDonald's,
At the mall.
Dots, at the mall, all that good shit, man.
Man,
Nowadays, like you were saying before we started, you got the apps, you got the internet, you got all this shit at your fingertips, man. Still gonna
it's
get some rejection. Now you get quiet rejection because they just swipe on your ass. But in our era of growing up, you had to go out, you had to get out here. You know what I'm saying? You had to hang out with your guys, go to parties, go to the Dalton Expo and all this other shit. You know, the rink, the route. You had to be out and on the scene, man.
I think what the interesting dynamic that I'm noticing, bro, is that because we had our circle, our crew of fellas, that sense of competition was there. So you go out, you don't want to be the dude in the whole circle that couldn't get no numbers from no chicks. So you start sharpening up your game. You dress right when you go out and kick it with the fellas and shit like that, right? But nowadays, I think that because that public socialization is kind of minimized, everybody either hang out at bars or festivals and shit like that. They don't have that same gravity for young adults, and teenagers definitely don't have that because most of them stay in the house or they see each other at school. But what they do have is that internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the dude. This is where the line gets very blurry for them. Whereas for us, it was like a defined line. You either was getting some pussy or you wasn't. For them, even if a nigga ain't getting no pussy, you can look at some pussy.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like dudes who had like no game, dudes who never really had the opportunity to even push up on a girl and shit like that. Now they don't worry about it no more. They'll sit there and play World of Warcraft and shit like that on their computer. They'll log that off and go straight to OnlyFans or the Hub or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Stroke a few of them out and go to sleep on their ass and don't even worry about these broads.
Yep.
And they don't deal with the outright rejection unless it's on a dating app, and that's not so personal.
But
Because
see
most of the
that.
time they don't even know they're not being rejected because like on Tinder, you swipe right or you swipe left. You don't get a fucking letter in the mail or a long ass text from a chick telling you why she don't like you.
Right. But the thing about that is that's very dangerous to be able to have all this access, right? Because it gets to a point where you're doing that all the time. And then your body gets used to just doing that, right? Instead of having actual interaction, your body is what's attracted or aroused is aroused by the fact that you're sitting at your phone or you're sitting at a PC, a laptop, and
Right.
you're doing the connection through a laptop or a PC instead of having the natural interaction of being around a woman. So while you out there busting that nut and getting it on, you losing your actual vigor for your hard on because you're doing it through the internet instead of actually getting your interaction with an actual female,
But the
and
thing
you're
is,
you're
bro, it's
hurting
like,
yourself.
but the fact of the matter is, bro, is like, there's I would say majority of the dudes ain't getting ass out here anyway. They probably never will. You get what I'm saying? It's like we live in a day and age now where like women are increasingly trying to find ways to make themselves more appealing to what they think the archetype of a sexy woman is, right? Because dudes always be because they can gauge by what niggas is liking on Instagram. They can gauge by what they see niggas actually clicking like on and having these conversations about. You know what I'm saying?
But we both
Whereas
know that
on the
it's a
other side
facade,
of that,
right? We
hold on.
know this is facade, though, right?
Yeah, but see,
Okay.
the thing is we're talking like the young adults that are actually out here participating. Like we're up there.
Yeah.
We're not even in the game no more when it comes to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But for them, according to evolutionary biology, because they're doing this and trying to chase after these archetypes, there are a bunch of dudes who came to join the military because they out of shape. So if a
Yeah.
dude
I
is
heard
out of
about
shape,
that. I heard about that.
So if dudes is out of shape because they just growing up in an era where being in shape is not the thing, that means a small percentage of guys who actually do take that shit seriously are the dudes that are actually getting the pussy. Because the rest of them ain't getting it. These women ain't into that type of dude. Women ain't into fat dudes who sit up and play video games. Women
No,
ain't into
they
dudes
want
who
you to
play.
show them. They want you to show them. They want you to cater to them. You got to be able to
They
show them
want,
some shit.
yeah, they want provider males now. This
Hmm.
generation is all about what can you do for me. So that's the key to getting the ass. Like if you don't have it in you, if you don't have provider male energy, if you don't have the confidence. There's a lot of different things that we already came pre-installed with that they got to earn. You know what I'm saying? We had the OGs put us on, and we had the life experience of seeing some chick up the block, and our proximity to each other was way closer than it is now. Now,
I think in this era with the game and knowledge that I have now, I'd be a monster, man.
yeah,
There's no way you would be able to tell me to that what I'm doing is wrong.
bro, my son, 24 years old, he ain't grew up in our era, and he got all the game because he got it from me.
Mm-hmm.
You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that's lacking. Passing that torch, passing the information along. You know what I'm saying? Understanding how to communicate, having that self-esteem.